So Ryan needs a second date update with Betty, and we're going to help. That sounds like a rom-com couple, doesn't it?
It really does.
Ryan and Betty. Welcome in, Ryan.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on.
So what's the story with Betty?
Well, Betty, I met at a Memorial Day party, and she was great. We kind of hit it off, talked about all kinds of stuff for a pretty long time at the party, and kind of turned out that we had a lot in common. One of the things being that we were both huge fans of action movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like buddy cop dramas or really anything involving action, comedy or not?
Really anything involving action. Just good old-fashioned action movies.
Fun.
And I had literally just seen the new Mission Impossible movie over the weekend before the party, which was awesome. Highly recommend.
Good.
And she said she hadn't seen it yet. So I wanted to see it again anyway. So I was like, well, we could go together. I could take you to go see it. And that's what we did.
Yeah, so how'd that go?
I thought it went well. We had a few drinks first, and then we saw the movie. And, yeah, it was just really nice spending time with her. It seems like she enjoyed spending time with me. She was really into the movie, probably more into it. No, equally into it as I was, which was pretty cool. And, yeah, it just seemed like the date really went well. Well enough for us to see each other again, I thought. But unfortunately, she's not returning any of my texts. She's just silent. So I don't know why that's the case, because everything seemed good.
What'd you guys do after the movie? Did you go for another drink, talk about it, part ways?
No, it was kind of a late movie, and we'd gone for drinks beforehand. So we just called it a night, said goodbye. I don't know. It seemed like a good note that we ended on.
That's good.
Was there a kiss at the end?
There was no kiss. It was our first date.
Sure.
So, but hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. All right. Well, then we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll call her up. We'll see what her deal is.
Okay, great. Thanks for your help.
All right, buddy. You sit tight. We'll be back. Second date update. Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102. Well, you're at a Memorial Day gathering. You meet someone fun and interesting and attractive and discover all these things in common, especially one of your favorite things to do, go to the movies, just like they used to in the old days. Remember, before streaming, we would actually go to a theater, sit in a theater, and it was bigger than life.
Get some snacks.
Right. And they both evidently really love action movies. They went to go see the latest Mission Impossible installment. Evidently, everything went well. No overt signs of romantic interest that I could pick up on from his description, but enough there that he'd like to explore it further. Is that accurate?
Yep, that's you got it.
All right, you ready to call her?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yep.
Hello.
Hi, Betty.
Yes, who's calling?
It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you?
Second date update, really?
This is the part of the action movie where they say, I'm getting too old for this
Yeah, I know who you're calling about.
Uh-oh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I mean, we had a good date, but Ryan has some really weird popcorn eating habits. He's weird.
What about his popcorn eating is weird?
He didn't try the old popcorn trick, did he?
What's the popcorn
What's the
trick?
popcorn trick? Throwing it into my mouth? Or
it's usually a hole in the bucket at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's placed appropriately in a certain location.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gross.
No?
No,
What's wrong with you?
I'm the only one that knows the popcorn trick?
It was weird, though. It was weird. Like, have you ever seen a person whip out chopsticks in the theater to eat their popcorn with? Ever?
Chopsticks?
Chopsticks.
Oh, no, that's a new one.
Yeah. So the trailers had started, and we had agreed that we weren't going to talk once they started. So I didn't say anything.
You didn't ask him about it?
I didn't say anything about it at all. And later I decided like his explanation didn't matter. It was just too weird. Like, what else is he going to do? You know, or someplace else is he going to like whip out chopsticks to eat some finger food in front of other people? And just weird. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff. I just think that's relatively tame on the weird Richter scale.
Well, I guess the bar is kind of low these days, but it was odd.
Yeah, I just want a chance to explain why I do that.
Yep. Go ahead, Ryan.
I think once you hear my explanation, you'll probably understand why. So first of all, the butter is extremely messy when you're eating popcorn. It gets everywhere on your fingers and on your clothes. You got to lick your fingers or wipe them off somewhere.
Good point.
By using chopsticks, you eliminate that issue. The butter stays on the chopsticks. Or if it goes anywhere, it's on the chopsticks. Also, by using the chopsticks, I maintain the integrity of the popcorn butter ratio. So the maximum amount of butter remains on the popcorn when you eat it, which I think is brilliant. And maybe some people don't really appreciate it or understand, but that's where I'm coming from.
Well, what happens to the chopsticks when you're dead? Are these chopsticks you carry with you at all times, or do you replace them? Are they disposable, recyclable? How does this work?
I'll use them for a couple movies, and then sort of rinse them off after the movie's over.
I see.
And use them again, but I try to replace them after a couple showings.
I fail to see how the chopsticks maintain the perfect butter to popcorn ratio. That part is lost on me.
Well, the butter doesn't. The butter gets all over your fingers, and you lose a lot of the butter on the popcorn.
Oh,
I
see.
To your fingertips. And when you use chopsticks, you can barely pick it up, and the butter stays more intact on the popcorn itself.
You reduce butter transference.
Yeah.
Man, I like the way your brain works. I don't know if I'd write off a relationship over it, but it's odd.
Definitely odd, but I'm with you. Like, this is your sole reason for wanting to walk away from this, Betty?
I kind of like the idea now that you explain it that way, because I don't like messes, and I really like buttery popcorn, like once in a while. I think it's actually kind of brilliant.
Yeah, if you don't mind carrying chopsticks around with you everywhere you go.
I got all kinds of life hacks and stuff that you just, maybe we can go on another date and I can show you some more things.
I mean, you see what asking questions can produce, just an understanding of where someone's coming from.
I do. That's what I'm thinking. And, I think it's actually kind of clever. And a lot of people just aren't innovative. And I actually would like to see what other tricks you have up your sleeve, I mean, otherwise I thought we had a good time and he's pretty cool and nice. So, yeah, I'm kind of changing my mind on this.
Awesome. That's good news. I really enjoyed spending time with you. So, yeah, I'd love to do it again.
And we're open. We'll pay for the date. We'll send you guys out to dinner. I don't know if Ryan brings his own chopsticks or if he uses the silverware the restaurant provides, but I'm sure either scenario would work.
Well,
I don't bring my chopsticks.
Nice.
Oh. I'm just checking. All
okay.
right.
Well, yeah, let's see. I think maybe we can have some fun.
Good. All right. I'm glad you're into it. I mean, I couldn't tell, is she really put off by the chopsticks or was that just an excuse? But I don't know. You seem like you're sincerely coming around, right? Yeah, I mean, you're not just messing with them.
No, now that I think about it, it's kind of creative, and I like creative energy. So I guess we'll find out whether he's just cool and innovative or really weird.
All right, because there's a fine line between weird and innovative, I guess, right?
Did we talk about your job? Are you an engineer by any chance? Your brain works a really particular way.
This is just how I've always been. I'm a problem solver.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
we'll set it up. Betty, thank you so much for taking the call. You'll be hearing from Ryan soon. We'll make the arrangements with him. He'll follow up with you. And thank you for coming on Second Date Update.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, appreciate you. She's funny. What else? If you missed any part of that, and you want to catch up on it this weekend, catch it on the podcast or maybe when you get to work. I don't know.
Yeah.
You that guy shows up at work, put your earbuds in, sit at your computer and kind of tune everyone out.
Yep. Do it.
We're here for that.
That works too.
Or you can catch it on the way home.
Mm-hmm. You got options.
You getting out early today on this Friday?
I don't know. Do offices let out early for weekends leading into Father's Day?
Yeah, get home. Celebrate that.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather's not going to be great. Possibility of storms throughout, but warm.
Mm-hmm.
High of 82 today, right now 72. And if you missed any part of Second Date Update, catch it on the podcast online at WKRQ.com or on the app. Search WK.
Thanks for listening